Hey, good day, guys. How is everyone doing? My name is Toby Makuti Senior, and you are welcome to Drum Affairs with Toby Makuti Senior. So, this is so simple, this is so easy, this is not anything serious. I just want to walk you through my practice routine, my practice time. I've gotten a couple of calls and messages from people asking me, how do you practice? How do you do your stuff? How do you go about the things you do, the things you play? How are you able to, come up with these stuffs? And of course, like I used to tell my guys, I said, there's nothing, I've achieved today that I have not practiced. I've put everything, into practice, my grooves, my rudiment, everything. So I just thought to myself that instead of, talking to this person, let me just do a video out to inspire someone out there, just to take you, through my practice routine, the things I do when I get on the kit. What do I do? So this is going to be a series. I'm going to be doing more of these. I'm going to talk about introduction to African drumming. I'm going to talk about rudiment. I'm going to talk about groove construction. I'm going to talk about, polyrhythms, independent drumming, a lot of stuff. I'm going to talk about, pedal orchestration, multi-pedal orchestration, different stuffs. But today, I just want to start with, practicing. I want to start with, the things I do when I get on drums. And of course, the first thing I do when I get on drums is getting to know my kit one by one, getting to, know my drums, my hi-hat, my snare, my tom, my bass drum, just getting acquainted with the stuffs I'm playing. And what I do is that I tell people there's something called minimalization of goals. Under practice routine, you minimize, your goals. Okay, let me start by saying that whenever you are approaching the drums, as a drummer, you want to go and practice, you must have a goal. You must not just approach the drums like someone that is just going to a party. You are just crashing a party. No, you have a goal. You have a goal. You know what you want to go and do. For example, now if I'm leaving my house, I have a book, of the things I want to go and practice on the drums. I'm not just dabbling into whatever I want to do. So having a goal in mind, for example, you can say, okay, I want to get on the drums, and what I want to do today is I want to work on my stickings, I want to work on my groove construction, I want to work on my applications, I want to work on so many things. So, and under that, there's something called minimization of goals. You minimize your goals, and it's such a thing. This is how I break it down. For example, if there's, let's say you are a drummer and you spend 5 hours practicing a normal day, you can minimize it into 1 hour. So let me break it down again. You spend 5 hours practicing nothing, practicing junk. Sometimes you just pick the stick and you just start playing. You are just burning calories, you are just shedding weight, you are just sweating. But if you have a goal in mind, you approach the drums with a goal. This is what I want to achieve. So you break it down. You carry that same thing you achieve in 5 hours, you bring it into 1 hour. So this is what I do. How many 15 minutes do we have in an hour? We have 4 15 minutes in an hour. So what I do is, the first 15 minutes of me getting on the kit, what I do is to get to know my drums, and that's what I call stickings around the kit. Stickings around the kit. Number one, what that does for me is that it helps me stretch. It helps me exercise my muscle, my veins and everything. It helps me get to know my kit. Then it helps me to be able to know if my kits are too spaced away from where I can easily touch them or reach them. For example, let's say I want to do my sticking around the kit, and today I'm going to work with single paradiddle, and I pick a single paradiddle. This is what it looks like. something like that. So, but basically, what I'm trying to do is that I'm trying to be able to know whether my drums, all my kits are within my reach. You get, because I've seen many drummers, they are playing and the cymbal is far to the west, another cymbal is in the north, the floor tom is in the south, and they are struggling. They want to play something. The closer your kits are together, the easier it will be for you to touch and to play, to play some stuff, to play some licks. So I do that to make sure that my kits are within my reach. I can even play a particular tom or floor tom or cymbals with my eyes closed, because I'm already familiar with all the angles that my stuffs are. You get? So that is what sticking around the kit will do for you. Apart from you being able to exercise yourself, awaken your muscles, everything, allow free flow of blood and everything. It helps you to be able to identify with your kit, everything. So I break the first 15 minutes. That's what I do. The second 15 minutes is what I call identification of rudiment. That is the part where I pick a particular rudiment I want to work on. So when I'm leaving my house, I have a rudiment in mind I want to go and work on. There's a rudiment, maybe there's a rudiment I heard from someone and it has been giving me issues. I want to work on it, I want to improve on it, I want to develop it. So the next 15 minutes is what I'm going to do. I pick the rudiment, the stickings, I practice it. I'm only practicing, I'm not grooving, I'm just practicing it. I'm just trying to get comfortable with it. I want to own it. You get? So after I'm done with that, the third 15 minutes, then I'm now entering into the musical part of my practice time. The third 15 minutes, I can pick a groove, I can pick a funk, I can pick a ballad, I can pick a bossa nova, I can pick a salsa, I can pick a rumba, I can pick anything, and play the groove for another 15 minutes. And the last 15 minutes, which complete the cycle, that is where I do my application. What I did in the first 15 minutes, the sticking around the kit. Second 15 minutes, the identification of my rudiment. I will now bring it and incorporate it into the groove. That is what I really want to, talk more on, because that is where a lot of people are having issues. Applications. A lot of drummers, musicians always have issues with applications. So I'm going to talk more about that. So let me start with the first 15 minutes, which is sticking around the kit. So I can do that for the next 15 minutes. I'm just trying to break everything down. So I do that. And what I just did now is a coordinated, fuse. A 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's a group of 7. You get a group of 7. I coordinated it. So I do that. Then the second 15 minutes, I pick a rudiment. Like I said, I'm going to work with single paradiddle. And of course, whenever you are practicing your rudiments, I advise that you practice with the metronome. So this time I'm going to play the metronome, and I'm going to practice with the metronome. So, and I'll be working with 91 BPM. The reason why I'm going that slow is because I want to be able to build up. Sometimes when you hear metronome, what comes to your mind is speed. No. Sometimes it is always good to start slow. When you play with, so when you play on a slow BPM, number one, it makes you feel so relaxed. You build your stuff. It's like you are building an argument. So then it will even help you to be able to play a lot of fast stuff, just like you are playing a double time. You get. So I'll be playing the metronome now. So I'll be playing the metronome on 91 BPM. ABK metronome. So like I said, I'm doing single paradiddle. So I'm going to start from the slowest. Then of course I'm going to this is how I practice. So that is, paradiddle. You get. So I play different variations, So that's the second 15 minutes. So the third 15 minutes, I want to work with a groove. I want to play a groove. I'm talking about minimalization of goals. How to minimize your goals. How to achieve, something more in a little time, in a little given time. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, you know what? This groove time, because a couple of times I've received questions like, okay, whenever I'm practicing, I don't like it. I try to play the things I've known before, and I tell guys that, see, whenever you are practicing, practice time is a lone time. Practice is what you do on your own. Practice is what you do when you know that you are ready to unlearn the things you used to know, to learn new things. Practice is not what you do with people. I say that a lot. My own ideology, my own English. Practice is what you do on your own. Practice time is the time for you to unlearn what you've known before, to learn new things. Practice time is the time where you break new grounds. Practice time is the time where you acquire new knowledge. You get practice time is the time where you are hard on yourself, at the same time where you take it easy with yourself. It's a time where you are mad with yourself because you have to learn new things. Practice time is the time where you break yourself. So, but a lot of people, they want to practice when people are there. The thing is that when you are practicing when people are there, what you are trying to do, in a matter of time, you will start moving towards trying to impress the person watching you. You get. That's why I advise people, whenever you want to practice alone. So this groove I'm playing now, I can play chops, but I choose not to play chops. This is not the time for me to play chops. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to conceptualize a groove. I'm trying to conceptualize a groove pattern, get a groove and play to it. This is not the time to feel agitated or to feel like, hey man, let me fire chops. This is not the time to play chops, bro. This is the time to stick to the groove you get and get it right. What you are getting right might even be your hi-hat pattern. You might want to say, okay, I want to play shuffle, I want to play a single stroke, hi-hat pattern, I want to play. You're just getting something right. So I thought to just chip that in. So you can see I picked a groove and I tried to conceptualize it. I tried to make it sound different. I tried to make it sound more groovy, more rhythmic, more danceable. I tried to add different concept and different color to it. So I'm just trying to cut everything short. That was the first 15 minutes. Then the last 15 minutes, which ends the whole cycle, that is when I want to do my application. And that is where everything I've been doing, this is where I'm going to use it. The sticking around the kit, the identification of rudiment, the groove and everything. So what I just played now is still single paradiddle. Let me break it down for you. Excuse me. It's still single paradiddle. So I can just go on and on and on. And of course, there's another, the coordinated feel part, of the simple paradiddle, something like. What I just did now, I try to coordinate it with, I try to coordinate my footwork and my hand, you get. So I've done distribution, I distributed it, what I'm supposed to play on snare, distribute it around the kit, which was. So that is that about my practice time. That is what I do. I'm just, like I said, this is not planned for. I just like to just do this and just be a blessing to someone and just inspire someone based on the calls I've been receiving from people and stuff. This is what I do. This is how I practice. This is the template that I've set for my practice session. And this same template, I can carry it and use it for single strokes, and use it for a ballad, and I can use it for anything I want to work on. So, like I said, this is Drum Affairs with Toby Makwiti Senior. I'll be doing a lot of series, a lot of episodes. I'm going to talk about introduction to African drumming and so many other stuff. Anything that pertains to drumming, everything or anything that it is that any drummer can be going through, or any challenges any drummer might be facing, I'm going to talk about it. But I want you to go subscribe to my YouTube channel, Toby Makwiti on YouTube, and of course turn on your notification, because I'll be dropping a lot of rich and healthy content. These will be coming up on weekly basis. I'll be talking about so many things. You can go on my YouTube, subscribe, turn on your notification stuff, and you always get update from me. Another thing is, you can go on my Instagram, follow me on Instagram at Toby Makwiti Senior on Instagram, and Toby Makwiti Senior on Facebook, and you can just click on my contact details. You can send me the things, send me an email on stuff you would like me to talk on, stuff you would like me to address, the things you would like me to talk about. Whatever, maybe there's anything you're going through as a drummer you would like me to talk about, you can send me an email to that effect. I'm going to go through it. I'm going to include it in part of the lessons and teachings I'll be giving out. And of course, we're all going to be a blessing to each other. I love you all. Don't forget, subscribe to my YouTube channel. turn on your notification and you will get update from me. I love you. Thank you.